Hello, hello. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. I'm Julie Davison, and this is my mom, Susan LaCroix. It's always like backwards, like a mirror image. Oh, we're so excited that you can join us this week for Sunday Stamping. We premiere our videos every week on Sunday at noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is our weekly opportunity to share new projects with you. Mom and I live a couple states away, and so we record on Zoom since we can't be together in person. And this week we have a fun bundle that's part of the March sale that we're going to share with you. But before we get to that, Mom, in a couple days, we get to see the new catalog.
Can't wait. I am so excited. So if you're a demonstrator on the 23rd, which is what day? Wednesday. Mm-hmm. The PDF will be live for demonstrators only to see. So it's really exciting. We get to see the new in colors, and we get to see the new DSP, and they at the same time, obviously, if they're releasing the new catalog, the retiring list will come out. So we'll know what's carrying over and what is in fact going away. So I have a couple things I'm thinking about getting, but I'm going to wait to see if they're coming. And of course, then the sale will be over. So, right?
Yes, they did say that some things will be marked down. So we don't know what or what kind of discounts, but we'll find that out when they release the list on Wednesday. So that's this week, March 23rd, at or after 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So don't look for it in the morning because it won't probably be posted until later in the afternoon.
Yeah,
I think.
And the only thing, so if it's later in the afternoon, Dad and I have handbell choir practice Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern Time. So you know what's going to happen, right? So
well, the catalog is posting at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So I think the last chance list should be around the same time. Although it's possible that they post it earlier in the morning before the catalog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. And I've posted about my annual what stamp sets are retiring contest. So if you are one of my customers and you have not sent me your list, you have until 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, the 22nd. And after that, I will not accept guesses. And don't use the host sets because they always retire.
Yeah.
So
I love that you do that contest. It's kind of always fun to look at the catalog and guess as to what is going to retire. And
yeah. So
you have some pretty accurate guessers, don't you?
Boy, I sure do. So we used to do 10 and I've upped it to 15 because people were like getting them. And so in case of a tie, it's whoever submits their list earliest.
Oh.
Yeah. So and I've actually this year, just for some fun with my team, the Sparklers, I'm doing the same contest, but separately for them. So nice. In Sparklers, if you're watching, again, if you have not submitted your list to me, you've got till 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, the 22nd. So there we go. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. It's always fun doing it.
Yes. Well, it'll be fun to see what's coming in the new catalog, and the catalog will start May 3rd. So even though it seems really early that we're seeing the catalog, demonstrator pre-order starts April 1st, and then the catalog itself will start May 3rd. So if you get catalogs from Mom or I, those will come in the middle of April sometime. And then you'll have a little bit of time. So we've got 5 or 6 weeks until the catalog actually goes live to everybody. So
yeah. Yeah. And we don't, unfortunately, we don't get to pre-order just anything we want out of the annual catalog because the warehouse cannot possibly hold everything from the current annual catalog and then everything from the upcoming annual catalog. So they have to kind of clear one out before they can bring everything in. So we'll have a good amount of selection, a good amount. That doesn't even make sense English-wise. A good selection to pre-order. So that'll be kind of fun. And we'll have plenty to play with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The mini catalog is different, like you said, because it's smaller. But we still get quite a bit, especially the in colors. That's what I'm excited about.
I'm always excited for that. So Yeah. So speaking of which, because in colors really the ink pads, the refills, and the cardstock pretty much those are like the first things that sell out. So if you think you may want to order an extra pack of paper or an ink refill or a stamp set, if you don't have it and you've been thinking about it, I wouldn't wait, because once that list comes out on the 23rd, that's when we're going to start seeing stuff. So
there's actually some of the things are already not orderable. I was trying to order some ink refills, but they were scheduled to get more March 28th. So I think at this point, if you're trying to order and it says not orderable, then you'll still have a chance. I think there's still some more coming back in stock, but it is going to go fast. And there's other things that are low inventory, and I don't know if there's going to be more coming in for the in color. So make sure, like you said, I would order early. I think I would order any in color stuff I wanted right now and not wait until the 23rd and just not take the chance personally.
Exactly. Oh, and blends too. Don't forget your in color blends that are going to be going away. So, and the colors again that are going away are Misty Moonlight.
I know.
Let's see what else.
Just Jade.
Jade. Oh, Bumblebee. Magenta Madness. Dynamo. Oh, yeah, that's it. I think Cinnamon Spider, Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. So
I'm actually using 3 of the in colors on my card today. So
and I'm using none.
All right, well, let's reveal the bundle. I'm going to switch it over to your desktop, Mom, so you can show everybody what we're using today.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so as you are hopefully aware, we have a Savings Are in Bloom promotion going on right now that will end on the 31st of March. And so there's like 13 bundles that are 20% off, and including the one we're going to use today, which is the Welcoming Window Bundle. Let me lift this up here. So it normally would sell for $56, and that's, I think, the retail of if you buy them separately.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And so 20% from that is $44.75, which is still, I'm not in focus here, which is still a really, really good deal.
Yeah. Normally the bundles are 10% off. So this is like another 10%, so 20% off. So that's awesome. They're always a good deal, but they're an even better deal right now in March.
They sure are. So in the catalog, it's in all these, by the way, are in the annual catalog. And so on page 15 of the annual catalog, you will see this great stamp set. It's got there's a lot of stamps in here. There's 19 actually. And there's this really cute little card that they did, just real simple, just stamp the window, and and it has dies that coordinate with it down here called window flower box dies. So I'm going to show you up close and personal. So again, here is the stamp set.
So Mom, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be one that's going to retire? Purely a guess, because we don't have any insider information.
I don't, unless they're coming out with something kind of similar. I know we carry a lot of flowers, and of course there's flowers in here, but windows. And then the dies. Here's the window box dies. So you've got different windows. You've got shutters. You've got all the flower pots. You've got a pitcher. And these are like little latches for shutters. And I use this a lot for a shelf. And this looks like a little shelf. So there's a lot. There's a lot going on with this bundle. So it's only been, this is only its first catalog. So I'm gonna,
it was in the mini catalog. It was in a mini catalog and then it carried over.
I was going to say, oh, cool. So I'm going to commit and say it's not going to retire. That's my guess. How about you?
I kind of feel like it will retire because it has had a mini catalog run, and it's been now in the annual catalog for a year. So I could see this one being on the chopping block.
Well, it'll be interesting. We'll see which one of us is right.
One of us will be right. You're
So, Jules, are you ready?
I think so. Let me switch the camera over to my desk.
And I will set up mine.
Yeah, so I used, when this one was in the mini catalog, I used this bundle for a class kit. And I actually have some kits left over, and I had given away all my cards. So today I just got out one of the kits and I made up the cards, and I forgot how much I loved this bundle. So I'm going to show you the cards that I made, and I do have some extra kits. So if you're interested, so here's one. Wishing our paths crossed a little more often. So I was trying to go for like, you know, they're far away. There's some distance between the plants. I don't know if I was successful, but hello friend on the inside. And then this one here, I love the detail on that die cut shelf. And it has that wood grain right in there. You could tell that this card kit was from last year because they had the stitched circle die cut on there. And then this is the last one, and I used the shutter stamp to create a background on the Misty Moonlight cardstock. And then there's also a die cut window in there. So I just kind of had some fun with all the plants. And as you can see, I used the 3 in colors: Cinnamon Cider, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade. Those are 3, yes. And then I added So Saffron, which I just love that kind of poppy yellow. So because I had all my stamps inked up in these colors, I decided to go ahead and use them for the new card I'm going to share with you today. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create the background, and I used the brick stamp and just sort of stamped them randomly. So that's one thing I like about these bricks is you don't have to have like a total full brick wall where everything is completely covered. And I just kind of did it, you know, randomly, some exposed brick there. And then I used the die to die cut. I'm not gonna die cut it. I'm just trying to show you which one I used. Okay, so I used the detail die here, and I cut out the center. And I also did some embossing and added my hello friend, my sweet friend sentiment on there. Okay, so that's how I did the card front. And then I took the card base and I put it on top of, these are both cinnamon cider. So it's cinnamon cider on cinnamon cider. I lined it up here, and then I added the die in the window, and then I cut through the card base so that I had like this. And that's how I got them to line up. So then on the inside, I took a piece of white cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And I used a pencil to draw a line so that I would know where to add my stamping. So I used that as a guide, and then I erased it. And I actually have that stamping done ahead of time. But before I show you that, I wanted to stamp the images that are going to go on the shelf. So I'm using this awesome picture in the Misty Moonlight. And I just love this color. I feel like it's like a French blue, and it just totally reminds me of like a cottage, you know, and kitchen stuff. So we've got that, and then Just Jade for the leaves. This is a 2-step stamp, and so both the images that go in the flower pots or the vases, there's 2 different kinds here. Both of them have holes, and inside the holes fit one of 2 different flower arrangements. So that's going to go in So Saffron, and I'll flip it around so it just fits right perfectly in there. So I like this kind of 2-step stamping because you can get, you know, multiple images. It looks like, you know, all one image, but you did it in 2 parts so that it's multiple colors. So I just love how easy that is. Now I am going to die cut this really quick and show you, because I am really loving this mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. It's such a long word. Do you have a name for your mini machine, Mom?
No, I keep thinking, and I have not named it yet. So yeah, no.
I should have had that out ahead of time. I'm sorry.
Contest.
I know some people call them Big Boss and Little Boss.
Maybe I should have a contest.
I think that's really cute. So for regular dies, you're going to use the base plate and then the 2 cutting plates. And I think you mentioned this when you talked about the bundles being on sale, but the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is also on sale, 20% off during the month of March.
Sure.
And I saw where we're going to have some price increases, and one of the categories of price increases was the embossing machines, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines.
Oh, really? So, I guess I didn't catch that.
Yeah. So I don't know again for sure, but I think that the price of the mini machine is going to go up, or I'm guessing maybe it's just the big one. But with this being on sale right now, it is a really awesome time to get it. Normally this is $60 and you can get it on sale for $48 in the month of March.
Exactly.
And all of the bundles that are on sale were specifically chosen because the dies all fit in the mini machine. So if you choose any of the bundles on sale and get the mini machine, then they're all going to fit and you'll be able to use them to create your cards. Now, some things with that being said, some things like the window, it fits, you know, through the mini machine, but I cut it on a bigger piece of cardstock. And so this cardstock won't fit in the mini machine. So the mini machine base plates are about 3 inches wide and the card is 4 1/4. So you can die cut the window in the mini machine, but not on a larger piece of cardstock like this. Okay, we're going to skip ahead. I showed you how I die cut that, but I'm going to skip ahead and show you how I put it on the card. So I use that pencil line to know where to put my shelf. And then I erased the pencil line. I added the sentiment and I added the die cut. So I'm going to add this inside my card. So this is going to kind of be like a peek through. We're going to have the window that peeks through to the inside of the card. And this is on the inside. So for the front of the card, let's get that one out. I'm going to add a piece of window sheet in the back here. Now the window sheet comes in 12 by 12. And so I've just cut this down for my project. I'm going to put it on with some adhesive all around the edges. And I feel like there's just so much static on here. And so that's going to go right over the hole. And then I'm going to layer this on here so that you can see through the window, but it is, it's still attached to the front of the card, which is why I added the layer of the cinnamon cider on cinnamon cider so that I could put the window sheet in between those 2 layers. I did another die cut of that same window. This is the die that I used to cut the hole. And so I did another one in white, and it does have some wood grain detail. I'm not sure how well you can see it on camera. If you want a little bit more of the detail to show through, I would recommend using the thick basic white cardstock. I think I used the regular white cardstock, but the thick is gonna just sort of have a little bit more thickness to get inside and get the detail from the die.
You need to use that multi-purpose glue more, Jay. You're having trouble getting it going.
Oh, I have been using it, which is why like it's running low. I have a new one on the standby and I keep mine upside down to try to have everything at the top. So I just used some multi-purpose liquid glue to add the window. So now you can see through that. And then I die cut shutters also with the white cardstock. And so you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, that detail.
A little bit.
So I'm going to add these.
Using thick does help the wood grain show a little bit more.
What'd you say?
The thicker cardstock will help with the
oh yeah,
so the wood grain more. That is,
you could also do a little bit of like sponging to kind of highlight the lines.
Yep,
as well. Okay, so yes. I've never used these things, but I'm thinking they go about here.
Yeah,
does that look right? I don't know why. I don't know that I used the detail shutters on any of my cards. Maybe that's why I didn't use these little latches. I meant to look up and see like what they look like and where they're supposed to go, but we're gonna wing it.
Well, I think that's fine. I think it's perfect.
Does that look about right?
Yep.
And I did remember to flip my my shutters around so that the curve is sort of opposite, because when you open them, like when you close them, they would meet in the middle like that. So this would have been pretty, I guess, if I used like silver or something, but.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's nice. Gives a nice contrast.
Yeah. Okay. So there is the finished card. Oops.
Very cute.
Stay down, booger. All right. So it says, "My sweet friend," and then on the inside, "Wishing our paths crossed a little more often." And I'm just noticing, like, you can see the glue here. So I wonder if I even have one pre-cut. I thought I had an extra white one cut. But you can add another die cut there on the inside to cover up the glue so you don't see it. So I think I'm going to do that while you're sharing your card, Mom.
Okay.
And then it'll just have a little cleaner, look.
I just love it, love it, love it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I've got a card that's outside looking in, and I think you're doing the opposite, right?
I am.
All right, let's switch it over to your desktop.
All right, well, first I'll show you a couple cards that I made. This I made, gosh, quite a while ago.
Oh.
I think this is a maybe club or team, but I embossed the window with white embossing powder on an acrylic sheet.
I love that.
I use these little shutters here, and then the little shelf and the flower pot, and a little hello from me to you. And I didn't put anything on the inside of this one. So this was, gosh, yeah, a long time ago. I found
probably when it first came out.
I think so. And then I just did this one while I was in Arizona.
Oh.
I wanted a double window. And so again, using the brick. And then I added some of the iridescent. I think I used Mary Merlot for the flowers, and then put some of the iridescent, because I got a sparkle. And I could not, for the life of me, figure out a greeting. So I didn't put a greeting on this one yet. It will. And then on the inside, what I did on the bottom is I took the brick and I just, rather than have it sporadic, I just made like a brick border on the inside.
Oh, I like that. I think that stamp is designed so that you can like tile it and have it be a continuous pattern. It looks like that's exactly what you did at the bottom there.
Exactly what I did. So it does just kind of nicely line up, and I just inked and stamped all the way across the bottom. So those were the two samples that I have to show. But as Julie mentioned, I'm doing one look from the inside looking out. So I'm going to show you kind of how I did it. I got lots of little pieces here. So I've been working on this card and working on it. I was talking to Julie and she said, "Mom, pull out the on the horizon stuff."
Yes.
So I picked one and cut a piece of it, which I have right there. So I did cut it down. So I'm going to kind of show you how I constructed this. And if I screw up, I got one already done, right? Okay. So I wanted some birds, like you're looking out the window and you see the birds flying, right? So I am going to stamp a few along here. So we'll just put these here. Oh, and I hope I did this. Oh, shoot. Let's see here, because I've got a little valance here. So, oh yeah, we'll be able to see it. All right. All right, so we're done with the birds. And I already did my little greeting. So I'm using tailored tags and stamped, hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. So that's done. And then like Julie did, I'm using the other two greens and flowers. So, and I'm using Evening Evergreen. So I guess I am using an in color. I lied.
Not one of the colors that's going away though.
No, thank God. I love this one. And then I'm using Calypso Coral for flowers. I wanted something nice and bright. All right, I have this. Yeah, this goes this way. I love how these line up, Julie.
I know, right? This is my kind of stamp. Like I love the easy look of, you know, layering like this and bold images.
Isn't that pretty? I really do like this. And I'm not going to die cut it out because I already did. So there it is. And then I have, rather than a picture, I die cut using our brushed metallic paper from the annual catalog. And I cut the handle off.
Oh, how clever.
So we're going to have a vase of flowers sitting on our windowsill.
Oh, I love that.
So something just a little bit different. I'm trying to keep my workspace clean here. All right. So I fooled around with this thing for, I shouldn't say that like that because I do really like it. But I wanted to have like some of the window frame showing rather than just have the bottom. So this is, I did this on purpose. So I just cut some, I don't even know, this is more like a centimeter, I think. I don't think this is an inch. I've got the wrong side of this paper up. So this is like
a half an inch maybe?
Not, I don't think it's, I didn't want it to be quite a half inch. So I'm going to
3/8 of an inch.
Maybe. All right. So I'm gonna just tuck some things on here. I'm gonna put I want to put this on first. So I want my window on. And so I'm going to use, I guess I'll try this. I made a huge mess before, so I don't want a lot of liquid glue on here. And so hopefully I will cover this up. This is always tricky trying to glue on acrylic if you're doing it this way. So yes, as you look at it first, you will maybe see a little bit of the glue, and then I can start putting on my sides. And I may have to do a little trimming as I go.
I know you're going to cover it up, but does it dry clear? Like, can you see it? Or
yeah, you can see it a little bit.
Okay.
So you have to be very careful with how much you use. And these are, I just went into my little scrap of early espresso to get some stuff out. So do a little bit of trimming here. I really, you know what, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit because I'm afraid it will slide right off. All right, so now I'm gonna do a little bit, I want this to be a little bit thicker, I think. That might be too thick. That's too thick. Let's do this one. Oh, yeah, see this, that's the one thing is that it kind of slides maybe a little bit, so. I always fret over doing piecework like this. You know, just because.
Well, it looks good so far. How big was your designer paper piece? Do you remember?
I do not. So let me measure it right now. Because if I don't, I'll forget. Okay, so this looks to be about, you could probably get away with 3 1/4 or either 3 1/2 or 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. Are you writing that down, Julie?
Oh, you want me to?
Yes, please. So 2 1/2 by, it looks like, actually it looks more like 3 1/2. So 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. All right, let's see if that's dry enough so it's not going to slide around. I didn't bother putting a frame on the top because I'm covering it with a valance. So.
Oh, smart.
Oh, this was the, oh man, I can't remember the name of the dies. It's got a bunch of rectangle scallop dies and stitch dies.
Scallop contours.
Oh, thank you. It is scallop contours. And what I did, I don't know if you can see it, I embossed with the textured embossing on very vanilla.
Oh, I love that. Looks like tasteful textile.
Yes, could be. Okay.
One of my favorites.
So I wanted kind of a scalloped border at the top just for some interest. So I just kind of put the die so that it gave me just an edge to make the video. So that's how I did that.
Clever.
Right. So what I want to do is I want to, and I'll do some trimming, of course, because I want, like I said before, I want some of the wood window to show. If you don't care, then you could certainly, just cover the clear acrylic. But I really like that detail of having a little bit of the window frame showing. So I'm just going to put a little blue here. And you can always have your curtain or drape come down a little bit further than your window frame. And I honestly didn't measure these strips. I just kind of cut some strips and kind of did it as I went. Am I in camera? I'm kind of there. Oh, shoot. Too much. And these are 1/2 inch strips, by the way, of very vanilla. Okay. Now we'll put our valance on. I got a little something here. Okay. All right. So I think that'll work.
That looks so cool.
I'm glad you like it. Like I said, I've been fretting over this.
Oh, I love the detail of using the window sheet too. Like it really lends that, window quality to it.
Yeah. So I got to just make sure this is okay. Let that dry just a moment. And, then I thought about what my walls or my card base would look like. And so I tried a bunch of different colors and settled on Mossy Meadow.
Oh.
I tried a bunch of different ones, and I used for the other 2 cards, I used a more neutral cardstock, but I don't know. I didn't want just plain walls. So I decided to go with that. So, and actually in my first one, I've got more of the green showing. So that's always another thing is, how much, what of the DSP do you want showing?
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to make this guy a little bit longer. I just feel like everything's all crooked. And I don't know why. Does that look crooked, Joel?
I feel like you're holding it crooked, so it's hard to see, but the scallop, I don't know. I think it looks okay.
Okay. So
is that designer paper piece in the window smaller than the one on your card, or does it just look different because it's not mounted on the card already?
I'm wondering if I cut it different. You know, it could be. This one could be a little bit bigger. I think I like it bigger. Okay. So then this this little curve here, I kind of don't like. So I'm just gonna maybe go straight.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Every little detail.
Yeah, I hadn't even noticed that until you pointed it out, but that looks good to cut that.
Yeah. This is a rather fussy card. So I have customers who say, geez, I need to find a card-worthy person to send this. Okay, so there is going to be our window. And I am going to pop this up because I want the dimension of the window from the wall. All right. Oh my, all right. I feel like I've just created a mess with this.
Yeah, I have to ask, have you ever stamped and not made a mess? I mean,
wow.
Were you really even crafting if you didn't make a mess? I think not.
I think not. As I look over at my table. All right, so I'm going to put this guy up here. Oh, you're not centered here. All right. That looks about right, huh?
Looks good to me.
All right, so then in our window, we're going to have our vase and our flowers.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm going to glue him down.
And you said that was the brushed metallic cardstock, right?
Yeah. It comes either brushed gold or brushed rose.
Yeah.
In that
I never think to use that. I always forget that I have it.
All right. Come on, stay there. This really slides on the oh man, on the acrylic.
Oh yeah.
So again, kind of let it dry. And I'm going to put some mini dimensionals just on the top of the flowers. I think that'll be enough.
Why just on the top?
Well, because I've got the brushed gold, which is thicker than normal.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of want that up there. I didn't want the whole vase sticking out. And then for this guy, hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, because it needed something along the bottom. And I pulled out our lace, scallop lace trim. This has been with us for a while, and I love lace trim, and I'm so afraid this is going to go away.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that, you could always grab our Essentials Baker's Twine pack. And there is a vanilla baker's twine that you could also use if you wanted to. But I really like the lace on this because it's a Mama's Day card, right?
Yeah. And the lace kind of reminds me of like a lacy curtain. Like I think it sort of brings in that.
Yeah.
That feel.
So you could actually do a lacy valance if you wanted.
Oh, I like that.
Huh. And then you can put a little bit down here on each of the ends of that. I don't know.
Yeah, you could really deck out this curtain.
Yeah, you could. Huh. All right. I'll have to think on that one. What do you guys think? Should I add lace to the valance? Valance?
I say yes.
You say yes. Okay.
I do. I think it ties in really nicely with the tag.
Well, I'll tell you what, while you're
I already did my card.
well, I know, but did you have samples to show, or you
already did that already?
Oh, man.
You're out of time.
All right, you know what? I will. Do we have time for me to do it, or are we getting kind of short?
Sure.
Okay. I always feel like we're taking up so much time, you know.
You know what? They can always click off if they get tired of watching us.
Or fast forward.
Yep. That is always an option too.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell us whether or not you've ever used that. If you've ever zipped through our video, no need to let us know.
You don't. Oh, this is not right here. Let me trim this down. I should have gotten my scissors, my ribbon scissors. Okay. And I did not pop this up. I just glued it down. Yeah. I did not. You think it should be?
I think with the ribbon, I would, just because like I feel like the ribbon pulls it away from the card, and when, like, you know what I mean? Like I always use dimensionals on stuff like that.
All right. No problem.
I love dimensionals. I use dimensionals on everything.
Well, you know, I have this handy dandy little basket of goodies.
Yeah.
So right here. Okay, so let's put a little lace trim on. And for this, I'm going to use some tear and tape. And I'm using it because we're going to lose the stitching, huh? Yeah, we're going to lose the stitching. That's
yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to need a little bit more. Just a wee bit in the other corner. Because this is see-through, so I want
do you think you'll be able to see the tear and tape through the ribbon?
I don't know, so let's find out. Oh boy, this is because it's textured now. That's tough getting this off. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
There you go.
All right. You know what? I'm going to just stick this here for now. Let's just.
Oh, I love this.
Do some trimming. Left-handed, and these are right-handed scissors.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought the paper snips were more universal.
Nope. Look where the blade is.
What do you mean?
Well, the cutting blade is on this side, you know, just so it's, it's like, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of slightly beveled, you know.
No, it's on both sides.
I don't know. All I know is it's cutting, for me, it's cutting like right-handed scissors. Come on, Stampin' Up. Give us some left-handed. All right.
I really thought that they were more universal.
All right. So here we go. There's some lace on the valance.
I love that so much. What do you think?
I like the lace. I do. So this or that. Yes, lace, no lace. Please leave me a comment and let me know. Yeah, I like it. All right.
Awesome. Let's switch the cameras around and get our picture. Oh my goodness. I love this. Okay, so this is, again, is the welcoming window bundle that we used. And we would love to know what bundle you would like to see us show next week. I guess I'm trying to think how many videos we have left in March. Maybe.
Yeah, we have one more.
I'll do it really quick.
One more.
We only have one more. Yeah. So maybe we can show a different bundle next week. So leave a comment and let us know if you would like to see another bundle from the Savings Are in Bloom promotion and which bundle you would like to see. Is there something maybe you're on the fence about and you'd like to see some ideas? Maybe we can help convince you to come off that fence. Well, we'll have to give a last hurrah to one of those bundles next week. So leave a comment. And if you'd like to see something else, like a technique or a different stamp set or suite from the mini catalog, leave a comment and let us know, because we would love to show you what you would like to see.
Yes, we absolutely would. In the meantime, Jules, I hope you have a wonderful week. Please give hugs and kisses to my grandbabies. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you for watching us. And we'll see you next Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. Bye, everybody. Bye, babe.